Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for the Lakers right now, Julius Randle is out there with Nick Young. And there's Bryant. Then it's Russell. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. Lakers on D. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an interconference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
Teague for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Teague's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Pacers. And if you had to start a new team today, which small forward would you want? Kawhi Leonard or this guy, Paul George?
Well, I'm a little biased. It's a tough call, quite honestly. I mean, arguably the best two-way players in the game. Kawhi has elevated his game offensively, and we know what he does defensively. But for my money, being a former Pacer myself, I'm going PG on that one.
Here's George. After the basket by the Lakers, he muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And that's what makes Young so dangerous, in my opinion. I mean, his ability to cut in off the bounce and finish through contact, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Shots good from Young.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Clark, I felt like that was a one-time mistake. They've got to know to pay more attention to him than that.
Now here's Ellis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Here's Russell. Pass to Bryant. Back to Russell. To the middle. Pass to Randle. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. There's the screen from the wing. He can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Here is Russell. Paul George making his last shot. Beyond the arc. And there's Randle on the assist by Russell. Randle's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. George against Young. Lets a floater go. And there's the nice layup by George.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Mozgov a screen on Teague. Young with no one around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And there's nothing Young likes more than to be set up for his sweet jump shot.
Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. Let's see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Kicks it to Russell. Fires the 3. That shot misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They set the pick. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's George again missing. The Lakers in the lead. Russell with it. Picked up by Teague. Russell dishes to Randle. Back to Russell. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 11th in free throw percentage, 11th and fewest turnovers per game. And they closed out the season in the top half of the NBA in second chance points, but they were hoping to do better in that area, just didn't quite get it done.
The Pacers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's deflected. Mozgov with the steal. Outside Russell, and it's Mozgov at the elbow. Outside Bryant lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Paul George. Indiana trailing here. Thaddeus Young on the wing. Ellis outside. Teague left side. To the middle. The kick out to Young. Offline with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Feeds to Mozgov. Back to Young and taken away by Ellis. To stop the drought. Nice D from Bryant. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. The Pacers last season improved their offense and keeping their defense steady.
And you know, Kevin, it was interesting because of the change in style. There was an expectation that the Pacers would make a bigger jump in the offensive numbers, and it didn't quite happen that way. The defense stayed about the same, and the offense didn't make as big a jump as was anticipated.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Young with the ball. George picks him up. Young's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Nance is checked in. And so it's Indiana with it. Nice fadeaway to get over the top.
And it's impressive to see how Turner keeps his focus even when the defense is up tight on him. I mean, he's truly comfortable and composed overcoming aggressive defense.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Inside. Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Young. And here's George for 3. Drills the three-pointer. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And Indiana making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Bryant's shot is good.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Outside, Russell. Screen by Young. To the inside. It's tipped. For the 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now, here is Russell. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Out to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Russell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Screen by Young. Outside, George. Down low. And Young kicks to Bryant. To the paint. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's on Al Jefferson.
And for a guy who was never drafted, Mozgov has carved out a nice role for himself in our league.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Young. And Robinson III comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And it's Brooks in for Jeff Teague. And he makes the first but misses the second.
And, you know, last season was the worst in Lakers franchise history. Just 17 wins. They suffered a 48-point loss to the Utah Jazz, tying the worst margin of defeat in franchise history. It's been a trying time in the team's history these last couple of seasons.
Screen by Jefferson. They set the pick. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And you talk about the Lakers' history, incredible success up to 2010. In the 62 years of the team's existence, they played in half of the NBA Finals.
Yeah, remarkable when you look at that record. 31 finals appearances in 62 seasons. This team right now, though, extremely far away from that championship tradition.
On the wing, Brewer is guarded by Stuckey. Down low, second chance shot, and it's good on the layup.
Maybe not a natural born distributor, but Clarkson working to keep his teammates involved.
Brooks kicks to Jefferson. At the elbow, Stuckey. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Rodney Stuckey, an instant offensive player, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington University.
Yeah, he's best at getting into the paint. A bit of an inconsistent outside shooter, but man, he's strong, he's tough, he's smart, and really is able to score the ball because of his ability to go off the dribble and play through contact.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Stuckey continues to prove himself as a most reliable combo guard with pretty good speed. He's a strong guy who can run the offense pretty well for you.
And so Stuckey nails both of them. Here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Pass to Day. Off the screen. Good work there as it goes. Tang's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
On its way from Stuckey for two. Indiana again missing. Los Angeles leading by 4. Clarkson passes to Zubac. Back to Clarkson. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Indiana shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Jefferson no good on the free throw.
And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base, both in the U.S. and globally.
And the Lakers with the storied history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the Forum blue and gold, probably the greatest assemblage of talent of any team in the league.
hits them both.
And, you know, for the Pacers, an interesting history. They've assembled two elite squads that both kind of self-destructed in 2004 and 2014. This franchise hoping they can finally build a roster to break through and win it all.
Now, here is Robinson. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Brooks. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage inside.
And those great teams of the Pacers past, Alice in the Palace, hailing them in 2004, that brawl leading to suspensions and distractions.
And then a decade later, guys, a team that secured the #1 seed in the East stumbled down the stretch amidst finger pointing and accusations. The Pacers dismantling that core and restarting with a new identity. We'll see if they can get back into that title contender conversation once again.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over that.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And for the Lakers, much relief this summer when they retained their top draft pick. Their pick was top 3 protected. If it had fallen to 4th or 5th, it would have belonged to the Sixers. About a 50-50 shot. They held on, and the LA faithful breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And the Lakers with the much-needed talent infusion adding to the young core of D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and Jordan Clarkson.
And now with last season's farewell tour to Kobe Bryant in the rearview mirror, they can really commit to looking forward and rebuilding.
To the inside. And Miles kicks to Brooks. Down low. It's intercepted. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Clarkson, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Clarkson's got his first basket of the night. 24 seconds left to play here in the first. Stuckey outside. Jefferson down low. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
They set the pick. The open shot by Brewer. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pacers lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Here, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and, you know, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And that kind of relentless determination is something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he's been around for a decade in the NBA as a consistently good player.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Ingram and Randle, the young forward tandem. Bryant is out there with Jordan Clarkson, and it's Black in at the 5.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Now, here is George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Bryant. It's rebounded by Indiana. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And Teague, here we go.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
Monte Ellis checked in for Rodney Stuckey. The Lakers also with a sub. Russell's checked in. And with the emergence of Dennis Schroeder as a viable starting point guard in Atlanta, the stage was set for Jeff Teague to be traded elsewhere.
Yeah, and Teague is a player who rightfully drew a lot of interest around the league. An athletic slasher and dangerous pick-and-roll operator. You knew he'd land on his feet.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. Now, here's Miles. Fade away, and he overshot that one, missing.
It's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
On the wing, Bryant. Defended by Miles. Randall dishes to Bryant. Looking to end the run. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Randall.
That's his sweet spot now. Randall, a very good mid-range shooter.
T kicks to Miles. Outside, George. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. George has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Indiana.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, we'll just take a look at what George has done tonight. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is one of the premier two-way players in the league, particularly at the defensive end. That's where he made his name initially. He's able to defend 4 positions on the floor because he's got a unique blend of size, athleticism, and want to. He wants to be an excellent defender.
Young's checked in for Indiana. And George drops them both. And elite size at his position. Paul George is rangy.
Yeah, he is. He's listed at 6'9", and that's fairly close to true. I mean, he's grown since he came into the league. I've heard some say he's closer to 6'10" in shoes. I'm not quite going to go there because I've been eye to eye with PG. But whatever his real number is, his game is displayed in much bigger fashion, especially when you consider he is long and athletic and moves like a much smaller guy.
Young with the steal. Ellis right side. Indiana again missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
And Randall throws it down.
There's your bully ball right there. I mean, a lot of folks think that's all Randall is a bully baller. With those big shoulders and that muscular body, he does a nice job putting them to use.
Now here is George. He's got 13.
Boy, the pick, and with that weak screen, I use that term loosely, he had nothing to spring him open. It was ineffective.
Baseline try. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Indiana leading by 8. Inside, George.
Well, he's an intriguing player, Thaddeus Young. I mean, you look at his frame and his game. I mean, he seems like he'd be a small forward, but he's played at the power forward position for years now, and I think that's in part due to the way the game is played now in the NBA with stretch fours and spacing the floor. Thaddeus Young fits into that kind of game quite well.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And George drops them both.
They didn't shoot it particularly well from the line in the first quarter. They're doing better right now.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Lakers.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Pacers leading by 10. Teague kicks to Young. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Young's got his second basket.
When you can rise up so quickly as Young can and do it that easily, and even contested shots are no problem.
Now here's Bryant. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Russell passes to Black. Here's Randall. Just 5 on the clock. Buries it from 3-point range. Randall's got 10 points.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. And, you know, talking about pace, the Pacers have sped theirs up the last 3 seasons now. They were the 6th slowest team back in 2013. Last season, they were in the top 10 fastest.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And a big part of playing faster is about personnel. The Pacers with a more mobile front court and a lot of athleticism on the wings.
Well, it's really where the league seems to be going, and I love it as a basketball fan. Up-tempo, high-octane pace of play is entertaining. When you look at the Pacers, despite their quicker, smaller lineup, they still do a good job of rebounding the ball. Still in the top half of the league in terms of rebounding percentage last season.
And the Pacers with possession here. George with the screen on Randall. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. For Indiana, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Miles Turner, the 11th overall pick last season out of the University of Texas, only spent 1 season in college. But this guy very well could be a perennial all-star. The Pacers think they've gotten a steal. He was a 19-year-old rookie who showed he already understands how to hold his own at both ends of the floor.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
I'll say, I mean, that's when you expect the defense to be tightening up, not backing off or backing up.
Here is Bryant after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Young outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Shoots the 3. Bryant's shot is off. And And Turner was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. What caused him, guys, you think, to slip to 11th in the 2015 draft?
Well, you know, he didn't have a huge impact at Texas. Only played there 1 year. There wasn't a full body of work on his resume. Some even looked at his awkward running gait as perhaps a chink in his armor. But he trained with track coaches, developed his hip flexibility, and really has been working on his mobility and had a strong rookie season.
Lets it go from 14. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And the Lakers call time here. Al Jefferson is checked in for Indiana. Brooks comes in for Jeff Teague. And then for the Lakers, Mozgov comes in for Randall. And Corey Brewer's subbed in for Bryant. Nance a screen. Young dishes to Brewer. Mozgov kicks to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And I thought the defender played that one pretty well, but Russell with that quick trigger release like a staple gun.
Young passes to George. From the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And here is Brooks after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. Here's Jefferson off target with the jump hook. Lakers trail by 8. Here's Russell. He's got 9. And Nance kicks to Russell. There's the pass to Mozgov. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by George. And George with the stuff.
Well, we talked about, you know, George is athletic. He's long, and he's got really long arms, which helps him as a defender, and that allows him to clog up passing lanes and come up with steals, too.
Now here's Mozgov. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Brooks dishes to Ellis. George sets a screen for Ellis. Screen by Jefferson. And there's the feed to George. Launches it. A rebound by the Lakers.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Mozgov kicks to Nance. There's the pick. Back to Mozgov. Clock at 4. Nance passes to Young. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Count it.
A terrific use of the pull-up jumper from Ellis. I mean, so good at measuring not just the shot itself, but how much space the defense is giving him to get that shot off.
Here's Russell after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Outside Russell. It's Young on the wing. Unloads. Again, Young missing. Indiana leading by 10. Young dishes to Brooks. Jefferson setting the pick for Brooks. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And one of the more aggressive teams in the league this past offseason, looking to adjust their roster, the Indiana Pacers. I mean, the trade for Jeff Teague, another for Thaddeus Young, the signing of Al Jefferson. It's going to be interesting to see how all these new players gel in Nate McMillan's system.
And that one falls for Brooks. And Jeff Teague of Atlanta and now of Indiana, more of a playmaking point guard. That's something the Pacers have lacked for a long time, GA.
Yeah, and he's a guy who looks to push the ball aggressively in transition. And that's something, as you mentioned, the Pacers have been trying to do. Thaddeus Young, another player who fits that mold. Jefferson, more of a half court, but I think he gives them a nice option there with that second unit.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Stolen by Robinson. He kicks to Miles. Outside Jefferson. Poked away. Outside Dang. Goes up on the wing. That one rolling around and rims out. Indiana leading by 12. And Miles kicks to Brooks. Jefferson, a screen on Mozgov. Miles the pass to Jefferson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jefferson's got 6 points.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Here's Zubac. Soft touch off the glass.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Mozgov dishes to Clarkson. Teardrop shot. That shot off. Nice D from Brooks. Back to Stuckey. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Miles, that's good.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
Now, here's Clarkson. He dishes it to Dang. Lock at 6. Pass to Zubac. Lakers working the ball around now. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Robinson kicks to Brooks. From deep, Miles. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Pacers out in front as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Monte, very active.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing Paul George taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that. And it's just about time.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Indiana leading by 16. George and Young are the forwards. Teague and Monte are the guard set. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And Julius Randle, a good ball handler for his size.
Yeah, and you know what, Kevin? He's like our colleague, a left-hander. I mean, he loves to attack off the bounce, and whether he's working from the elbows or hauling down a defensive rebound and taking it the full length of the court, he wants to get to the basket off the dribble.
Now here's Teague. George. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he makes the first. That one misses. And the Lakers, with a young core of players, they take it back to basics for recovery. After every game, the players get chocolate milk.
Well, it's highly recommended as a recovery drink, guys. And they get a special version of the chocolate milk, though. Lower sugar, grass-fed. They say it's great for recovery. And you go back to Julius Randle, who broke his leg in his first game. They're motivated to get lots of calcium in the diet of the players.
Here's Teague. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 6th rebound on the night. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Young against George. Young pass to Ellis. Another shot. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Bryant dishes to Randle. Young outside. Takes the 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Dialing it in, Mr. Young, a.k.a. Swaggy P, I think. You can't afford to lose track of him, whatever his moniker is.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, all of us saw Paul George's compound fracture playing for Team USA. It was one of the most devastating on-court injuries we've seen. But he's back now, and he says it puts everything in perspective. That this game can be gone at any second. I've got to enjoy this ride, enjoy this journey. I'm much more happy. I just see things in a different light now. Evan?
Yep, great to have him back in action, D.A. Thank you.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Now, here is Russell. 11 points in the game. Mozgov a screen on Teague. Russell, no good. Pacers leading by 15. And George kicks to Teague. Now the dish to Young. Screen by Young. George, that's a 2-pointer. Bryant with the rebound.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
The Lakers making a switch here. Black's checked in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Picked by Randle. It's Young on the wing. Shot off the pick. And again, the Lakers no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Lakers trail by 15. Russell with it. Picked up by Teague. Russell passes to Randle. Screened by Russell. And the Lakers with another miss.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Lakers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. He feeds it to Randall. This one for three. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight.
Nice job. Very good rhythm. Randall on the catch and shoot.
Outside, George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. George has got 7 now in this quarter. Lakers trail by 17. Outside, Russell. From the line. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Now, here is Young. 13 points in the game. Knocks it loose.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Outside, Teague. Dishes to George. And Young kicks to Randall. To the middle. Here's Bryant up and in from the low block. Bryant's got 6.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
It's stolen by Bryant by himself and finished off by Bryant.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Teague. He has 6. They set the pick. Young, a screen on Russell. On the wing, George takes a 3, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 5 assists in the game.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's George. He has 29. Outside, Teague. 11 feet away. A shot off that time, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta, and that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
This kind of night for Young, he's looking like an all-star. He's got natural scoring ability to string together a lot of points, and he's on his way right now.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Teague. And stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Timeout.
How about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Al Jefferson is checked in for Young. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. 6 to shoot. Back to Miles. Drops in the layup for 2. Miles has got 6 points.
Well, when you give Miles space to roam near the rim, he's going to finish inside with a variety of moves.
Now Clarkson. Pass to Zubac to the right side. Here's Ingram. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Teague with the ball. 6 points for him. Stolen by Clarkson. Kicks it to Brewer. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Some changes for Indiana. Glenn Robinson III comes in for Miles Turner, and Brooks subbed in for Jeff Teague. Nancy's checked in for the Lakers. Brewer hits them both. Now here's Brooks. He has 5. To the middle. Here's Jefferson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
This is the shot chart of a dominant performance. I mean, he's taken a lot of shots because right now he believes that every shot he does take is going in. And who can blame him with the way he's played? Simply outstanding work coming from him.
And he can't get the first one.
Their biggest problem is dealing with Al Jefferson. He has 8 points and 2 steals as well. He's given them just what they would have hoped for today.
Even more, I'd say.
And he's good on the second. Lakers trail by 10. And here's Clarkson. Lets it fly. Zubac the pass to Brewer. Second shot opportunity. Out to the right wing. Ingram dishes to Nance. Clarkson kicks to Nance. Here's Zubac. Clock at 6. Now Clarkson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? First in points off turnovers. 4th in steals. And they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's a good indicator of a team getting it done defensively.
And you also mentioned their points off turnovers. I mean, most in the league. That speaks to their tremendous athleticism, applying pressure at every turn and then getting off to the races and just flying down the court.
You know, Jordan Clarkson enjoying a really nice start to his career for a mid-second round pick back in 2014. Had a little time in the D-League to start his career, but then played so well for the Lakers down the stretch that he made the all-rookie first team.
And the Lakers have possession. Following the miss by Rodney Stuckey. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
Brooks kicks to Miles. Fires the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And the Pacers lead by 10. And last season, a position change for Clarkson. He moved from the point guard to the shooting guard spot for the Lakers.
And obviously, his rate of assists fell steeply without a big increase in his scoring. Clarkson is a guy who loves to attack the rim. I think he's at his best when he drives to pass as well as score.
Stuckey with it. Brooks outside. Here's Jefferson. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And Brandon Ingram, a 5-star recruit out of Kinston High School. He helped them win 4 straight North Carolina championships, the first time that had happened in the state's history.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Ingram mentored and coached by former NBA great Jerry Stackhouse.
And I wonder if Stack was a little disappointed that Ingram didn't end up becoming a Tar Heel, instead choosing the arch rival and going to Duke. A one and done there. It certainly has worked out pretty well for the young fella.
Now here's Miles. He's got 9. Here's Stuckey. Misses off the right iron. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Brewer the pass to Nance. To the middle. Oh, and the dunk by Brewer.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
Indiana leading. Feeds it to Jefferson. Back to Brooks. And the layup's good off the glass. Brooks has got 7 points in the game.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now here's Nance. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the basket by Brewer.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here is Miles. A 2-point game. Brooks outside. Now here's Jefferson. The pass to Miles. This one for 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And here's Clarkson. 8 points for him. There's a screen. Here's Brewer. Can't connect. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers out in front. They lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Lakers trail. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Mozgov is out there with Randall. Then it's Dang. And there's Bryant. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Now here's Bryant to tie it up. And too long on the shot. Miles dishes to T. To the paint. Indiana moving the ball around. He goes big with the dunk right over Mozgov.
And that is a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, well, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, Greg, that just happens.
You don't mind a guy like him attempting something like that in a close ball game. That was a haymaker there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now, here is Young. Outside Teague. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Here's Russell. Mozgov a screen on Teague. Russell kicks to Mozgov. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Teague sets a screen for Stuckey. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Pacers lead by 8.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here is Russell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And after knee surgery in the summer of 2015, Mozgov's numbers fell off just a bit last season.
And you could tell that the Cavs weren't happy with his play. His per-minute numbers were actually not that far out of line with his career norms. But for a team gunning for a title, any slippage was cause for concern. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
George is checked in for the Pacers. Ellis comes in for Rodney Stuckey. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ellis kicks to T. Ellis, the pass to George. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers trail by 6. And it's Bryant in the corner. Back to Russell. And it's Mozgov at the elbow. 5 on the clock. The three. And the Lakers with another miss.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
The feed now to Young. There's the pick. He kicks to T. High post try. Misses off the left iron. The Lakers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Dang dishes to Bryant. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside T. Back to George. Off the screen. The shot off that time. Nice D from Dang. Lakers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Russell. Chalk up 2 there.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Now here's Ellis. In the corner, George with it. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 4 assists now tonight.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's Russell. He dishes it to Randall. Dang against George. Picked by Randall. And here's Bryant for 3. Good on the triple.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now Ellis. Outside T. George with no one around. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Nick Young's checked in for Los Angeles. And so it's the Lakers with it. 4-point game. Russell passes to Young. Picked by Mozgov. And Young kicks to Mozgov. And Mozgov throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Young, a screen on Russell. On the wing, George. No good on the triple.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Screened by Russell. And Bryant kicks to Russell. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Ellis outside. Pass to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George, no good.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Teague. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And Young, here we go. Outside for George. Just 4 to shoot. Kept alive.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Bryant's shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Teague, the kick out to Young. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists now in the game.
And, you know, you like that about Young, his ability to stretch out a team if they don't respect his three-point shot.
Now, here is Young. The dish to Bryant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bryant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Russell. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Randall after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Randall kicks to Russell. Again, Russell missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Outside Teague. He feeds it to George. Down low. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And at 6'7", 6'8", Thaddeus Young, definitely more a small ball power forward, but that seems to be the way the league is going these days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed slasher, and is capable of putting big numbers on the board when he gets it going. Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. He's got 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Jefferson's checked in for Miles Turner. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Nance is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there. But they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
You know, shooting as well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guys, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
And the Pacers with possession here after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their rush. This is to George. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 5 assists tonight.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now, here is Young. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Julius Randle's checked in for Nance. Indiana trailing here. Outside Teague. Left side George. Ellis outside. Back to Jefferson. Outside Teague. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's George missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Young dishes to Russell. Pass to Bryant. Shoots the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Bryant's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here is Young. Jefferson passing to Teague, and it's sent back by Russell, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And so it's Indiana with it, trailing by 5. Knocks down the 3 ball. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Young outside. Back to Russell. Mozgov, a screen on Teague. It's stolen by Jefferson. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. They get it back. Shot's good from Young. Young's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Boy, that is Young showing you that he's a guy you can count on when things get tight. Big hoop there.
Russell kicks to Bryant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
It's been a good night for Bryant. He's got 21 points and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spacing the floor.
As he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
Disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
1:36 left in the game. Outside, George. Right side, Jefferson. Teague kicks to George. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Russell with it. Back to Bryant. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. Pacers trail by 4. Now here's Teague. Screen by Jefferson. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Now here's Bryant. Shoots from the baseline. Jeff Teague with the rebound.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now here's Bryant. Stolen by Ellis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Up the line by Indiana. Teague. The putback, Jefferson.
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
And the Lakers call time here. They're losing by 1. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
Teague against Russell. Bryant dishes to Young. Back to Bryant. There's the triple. The 3 won't fall. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
It's rare that a player can have as much of an impact from the wing as Paul George can. After that horrific injury, this guy, who is he? Where'd you get the leg from? Can I order one on the internet too? His range, defensive ability, and athleticism, he's a guy you can shape a franchise around.
They kept calling his number, and he kept converting. That was a huge factor in this win. It was a long night for the defense trying to chase this guy around.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We